Hello, smart investors. Welcome to Real Estate Made Easy, your number one YouTube channel where we educate you, where we inform you, and we enlighten you about real estate investment by giving you pro tips, guides, advice, and warnings so that you can make the best of real estate investment decision with ease and peace of mind. I remain your host, your multiple award-winning realtor, property advisor, property consultant, Belkalid of Belkalid Consults Nigeria Limited, your multiple award-winning real estate company with proven track records of excellence. Today's topic is the benefits of off-plan apartment. As a form of introduction, what's an off-plan apartment? An off-plan apartment is an apartment or building you buy from an initial stage and then it's delivered to you as a finished stage. Initial stage means before construction, before it is built at all. You buy into the dream, the vision of the developer, who perhaps would have shown you a prototype of what the building is going to look like, how spacious it's going to be. They would have probably given you the floor plan and then how you expect it to come out. So you are buying into the vision, the dream of the developer. And that is why it is very, very important for you to understand how to invest in an off-plan project. And that is why you should do well to go to the topic on this, that is how to invest into an off-plan project, so that you understand the pro tips you need to consider, because you are actually investing into somebody else's dream. And this dream will be of benefit to you as a smart investor. So benefits of off-plan apartments are enormous. Number one is that you are buying below the market price. If, for instance, a building, when it's completed, let's say a fully detached bedroom duplex is going will be going for $80,000. But if you are buying it as an off-plan project, it goes for $60,000. You can see a difference of $30,000 might be your gain as a smart investor, or even more. Because once you are paying that $60,000 for a fully detached 3-bedroom duplex in a strategic location where each return on investment is realistic with ease and peace of mind. Oh, before the completion, property value in that same environment could have been going for 70, 75, 80, 85, depending on the demand, depending on the infrastructure put in place. As a smart investor, instead of waiting to buy when it's already finished, you are buying it as an off-plan project. So what you are already saving, you are making an initial gain of $20,000. And if you convert that to Nigerian naira as a smart investor, your $60,000 could be worth 80 million naira in Nigerian market. If you're a Nigerian diaspora, for instance, and you are investing $60,000 to buy an off-plan project, when you convert it to Nigerian naira based on the current exchange rate, that will give you almost 80 million naira. So, and by the time that building is completed, your $60,000 could be worth $80,000. And if you convert that same amount to Nigerian currency, you could also be on the way to 90 to 100 million naira. So you can even see that from the initial stage, you are already making profits. Not to talk of when the building is finally handed over to you, and then you give it out for short let. I've already discussed about how to invest in short let apartment. If you want to go through our previous playlist to understand that concept, because that's another golden opportunity where you can make your gain of being a smart investor. So number one benefit, you enjoy disparity in market price from the initial stage to the finished stage. Two, you also tend to enjoy the disparity in the exchange rates. For instance, if your budget to buy a project is $60,000, let's say in naira it is 80 million naira, and your money is in naira, not in dollar. If you wait longer to buy that same property, with the rate at which dollar to naira disparity is so high, you may end up to pay about 70 million naira for a property that ideally shouldn't be more than 60 million naira if you have made that decision as at when. That's another benefit. Another benefit of investing to an off-plan project is that you tend to see through the process of construction. It enables you to have an insider knowledge of what goes into the construction project. Not just that somebody is giving you a finished building already with beautiful POP finishings and all of that, that's just glittering and everything is luxurious and beautiful. Another benefit of an upland project is that it enables you to supervise or have oversight function of what goes on in the construction process. So as a smart investor, you are not just waiting for somebody to give you a finished product that you don't have knowledge of what goes on in the construction. Whereas maybe there's structural defects, maybe the use of standard materials that later on could cost you more money to actually start repairing the building you've newly acquired. So by the time you invest into an offline project, you have an opportunity to see the quality of materials the developer is using. So you know whether the developer is using a substandard product or not. You also tend to have the chance and the opportunity of actually making certain corrections as to the space of your building. Oh, please let the room be this bigger, let the living room be this shorter or be this bigger, or let the waiting room be this size, or let the BQ be this. You have little opportunity of making some adjustment according to your own taste. But if you are to be a finished building, you cannot start breaking down the wall of the building. It's either you pay government to do that, or you are even penalized by the person who you bought it from. The government has not given you consent to demolish, because if you do know that in Lagos State, in real estate transaction, you must have approval to demolish a building. You don't just say listen, I want to demolish, I don't like this thing again, let me demolish it, or the builder didn't build it right, let me demolish it. You must have an approval. So but you won't have to start breaking down the walls or demolishing the building you have newly acquired if you have gotten an insider knowledge, if you have gotten the buy-in of your own self into the construction process. An offline project, you have that ability. So even if you are not available physically, if you have a trustworthy and reputable real estate consultant who can go on your behalf to site and give you update report of what is happening on the site, that gives you an edge. Again, by the time the building is finished, another benefit is that by the time you want to sell that same building that you bought when it was just a pure, simple, plain land, the demand as at that time would have been so higher, and so a lot of people would be interested in buying the property from you. So you have option whether to give that space out for short let apartment, for the normal rental apartment, for you to sell out outrightly, or for you to even lease out the building. This is something that does not entail your physical effort in the construction process. So another benefit you tend to enjoy in an upland project is that it does not involve it does not involve your physical effort of looking for where are the laborers. Oh, the laborers are disappointing. They are stealing your blocks. And these ones, the painter is not doing well. You are chasing people here and there, and you don't have that time because you are giving it out to expert to do for you. Your own is just to wait for the delivery period. Oh, when am I going to get the delivery of this building? You have been told, and you look towards that. Just pro tips is that just add plus or minus 3 to 6 months. That's the pro tips. Okay, for in case of a city, so that you not be unnecessary. So there are enormous benefits of investing to an offline project. You want to ensure that you take advantage of the opportunity, because if you don't take advantage of the opportunity when it's presented to you, inflation may eat up your money, and of course, don't also expect that dollar will keep rising. Real estate investment is not like that. It's not the real estate investment is not going to increase in the same momentum with dollar. Dollar cannot be increasing the same momentum with real estate, because dollar can go up and can come down based on market forces. Particularly now that the Nigerian government has even floated the dollar. But if you invest smartly into real estate, from the time you have invested till the time you decide to sell, that property has appreciated. And the appreciation keeps going as landlord grow rich in their sleep. So you don't want to really wait to acquire genuine piece of upland project from a reputable real estate company or from a reputable developer. You want to ensure that Even at this moment, when you have the means, you acquire as many units of that apartment, as many units of that terraces, as many units of that fully detached duplexes as you can acquire. For instance, there's one of our projects that is newly launched, and the pre-launch offer for a fully detached 3-bedroom duplex with government consent as tight is less than $70,000. So you can imagine if you decide to acquire 20 units of that, then imagine what will be the worth of your investment in few years to this time. Because at the time the building is delivered and handed over to you, you could, in fact, even companies might be begging you to use your space for a short-let apartment for their staff. People, Nigerians in diaspora who are traveling in and out and they need a place to live, might be begging you to please, they need a space, call your own. And for every time they stay in that your space, they pay premium for it. So this is why wealth creation is not a rocket science. And that is why you see 90% of millionaires become so through owning real estate. It's just about being wise and being strategic. That you don't have to start carrying blocks. You don't have to start chasing us. You don't have to start chasing the suppliers of any material before you can make genuine, consistent, predictable return on investment in real estate. And that is why at Belkalid Consults Nigeria Limited, we go extra mile to ensure that our investors, our clients, get the best value for their money. So if you really want to tap into the business opportunity of off-plan apartment, there are a number of recommendations we might give to you. So if you need pro tips on how to go about it and how to position yourself ahead of time, feel free to reach out to us. And please, if you have found this video very educating, very empowering, very informative to you, please kindly subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we upload new videos. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. And for any clarifications you need, we'll be glad to attend to you. Please do well to subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell, and of course, share this video with your loved ones so that they can also gain from this knowledge. Because you know it is good to share beneficial knowledge. And of course, you are coming your way again next time. I will remain your multiple award-winning rector, property advisor, property consultant, Belkalid of Belkalid Consults Nigeria Limited, your multiple award-winning real estate brand with proven track records of excellence. So you are coming your way again next time. Please remain blessed.